Hello everyone, so this is the PBE, and there is a complete rework of Ryze. Let's just jump in, if I can find Misfortune there she is. Let's just jump in and show you what his changes are. Here's his ult. Yeah, so that's his combos. I had a little bit of a mix-up because of the amount of minions that were in there, but didn't matter too much. Alright, so let's go over his abilities. So his passive's totally reworked. Oh, and also his skins are totally reworked. And they look pretty good. So his passive, Arcane Mastery, is kind of similar to what he used to do. Ryze's spells deal extra damage based on his bonus mana, and his maximum mana is increased by 5% per 100 ability. So my current increase in damage is 16.35% of my mana. So then his, and that's all his passive is. So Overlord is Q. Mana cost is 40, never changes, it's always 40. Has a 6-second cooldown, never changes. Passive, Rune Prison and Spell Flux reset Overlord's cooldown and charge a rune for 4 seconds, up to 2 runes. So it has a 6-second cooldown, but when you use one of your other 2 spells, it resets Overlord and you get to use it again. When you activate, it unleashes a Runic Blast, dealing 185, and that scales. Plus, I think it's 50% AP, and then the 16.35% for the bonus mana damage. And the first enemy struck, it deals the damage, and then any runes are discharged. If there are 2 runes when it discharges, then they overload. It shields Ryze for the same. Well, actually, it's a little more now. At rank 4, it was the same amount of damage same amount of shield as your damage did. Now it's a little bit more. And then he also increases the movement speed by 50% for 2 seconds. One of the other changes, which is so nice, because since the beginning of Ryze, when he first came out, his melee attacks were... They nerfed the melee attacks because of how... he had some OP-ness there. Well, there's his melee attack range, right? There, melee attack, Spell Flux, and Rune Prison. So the ranges are the same. So, I push that. I gotta go kill Misfortune again, so let me use his ult again. Alright, and we'll get to his ult. Okay, so that was Overlord. Overload, sorry. Rune Prison is virtually the same as his Rune Prison has always been. It does a 1-second root, and then deals damage. Spell Flux is where good Ryzes will be able to use their Spell Flux in combination with their other spells, because it kind of, as you use Spell Flux, it augments the other abilities. So it applies Spell Flux to an enemy, dealing a certain amount of damage. Spells consume Spell Flux for bonus effect. Overload deals 100% more damage and spreads to nearby enemies with Flux. Rune Prison roots for a double duration for a 2-second root. And if you hit him again with Spell Flux, then it spreads Spell Flux to nearby enemies. And it's a small circle about that big. No time to talk. So let's get up here, and I will show you. I mean, you've kind of seen it. So let's hit Misfortune with it. Alright, so she has Spell Flux. And I'll root her. Now she's rooted for 2 seconds. And she's dead. I need to get to a better place. Alright, here we do Spell Flux. Spell Flux! Ah! Alright, we'll do it to these guys. If I can not have them get killed. So it's spread. I use my Overlord, and it did double damage, and it spread. So, yeah, this is why, I mean, Ryze will still be able to blow up teams in team fights. It's just that he'll still be chain casting. He uses a ton of mana, though, so you're going to need to have the Archangel Staff. So let's see. I will spend Spell Flux, do it again. Now let's do a bunch, and then I overload, and it blows up. Wait. Do it again. Let's see. Let's spread it. Then that spread. Then that spread. So he can. Oops. You can wave clear really well with him, like before. So now let's get to his alt. Let's see, can I get there? Not yet. All right, so as you can see, there is a ring around here. This first ring is the range with him and allies. So any ally within this ring, and then you look on the mini-map, you can see the larger ring. All right, so that's the range of his ult. Let's get Misfortune just into it. All right, there we are. We'll come down here, and now I will ult. And this is where anyone within that first ring, when I activate it, is teleported with me. So it is a group teleport, and it is about, what was that? About it's about what, 30% of the map, the width of the map. So it has a long cooldown, like like any other ult. But yeah, so he can create some massive ganks. I mean, it's like, oh no, they're Baroning or they're Dragon. Let's all teleport in. It's gonna be OP for people that know how to play Ryze. He's gonna be OP. They're gonna have to adjust his damage, especially the Overload. I keep saying Overlord. Because of the reset on it. So let's teleport down here. Regular teleport. So yeah, so if you hit with your overload. All right, let's say this again. So you let's get up the top lane so I can show this. You spell flux, hit with overload. God, I cannot say that. It will then spread the spell flux. And then you can hit spell flux again, spreading it to even more, right? So, well, that didn't do it. See, that did it. See how it did? It spread. Now that spread again, and now I can blow up with the double damage from Overload. Spell Flux. I'm gonna wait for it to get within range. Overload, then Spell Flux again. Overload again. Cooldown went off on it.
Just once I'd like a good night's sleep.
Let us go back, and I want to pick up something with more mana. So I want AP and mana. Let's see. Yes. Rellenomicon will probably be good. Here we go. So I've got 450 AP. Yeah, he just does tons of damage. So my Q does 1,000 damage if they have Flux on him. And that's with 450 AP. Let's see, I've got 500 or 5,000 more. What would I want to buy? I already have. I could go for the Hex Tech. I mean, just to stack the extra mana. Lichbane may be okay with him because you're auto attacking. Yeah, let's go. Well, first let's get Sorcerer's Boots. Let's sell this here. Ooh, the Soul Stealer may be good. Does it gain? Oh no, it's only 200 mana, but it gives you lots of AP. So I got 540. So I'm at 27.21 extra damage plus my shield. Yeah. So when I use 2 runes, my shield is 600 and 600 and, like what, 8? Somewhere around there. So I will use my alt. Now let's see if I can alt on, yep, you can alt on the minimap. Yeah, just so much damage. Look at that. Over 1,000 damage with that. How much does it? I'm gonna do 350 with Lichbane.
They want to read my scroll. It'll be the last.
Jeez. Pretty OP. He's gonna need adjusting. Yeah. I was gonna see how quickly I could create shields, but I was using my Q too often. I needed to wait for it to create a shield again. And you need a target that is not. Jeez. So I just rooted her there, and it blew up. Now I have, I only have the 2%, well, I've got 4% spell vamp. I'm not sure where that extra 2 is coming from. Oh, I have, runes that are doing it.
Some stones are best left unturned.
And at this point, I think with the 4,000 mana, I think I don't have a lot of mana issues. Let's do dragon here. See how I can burn down dragon. Yep. Pretty good. So there's a double root on him. Yeah, 1300 damage. Let's TP down to bot lane so that we can clear this out.
Your minds couldn't handle what my come for the scroll.
Look at that. That's the wave clear. And it's so really good Ryzes will be able to chain these correctly to be able to spread the flux as much as possible. Oops. Jesus. Yeah, his wave clear is going to be so good.
That's why I keep it at arm's length.
Anyway, so we'll see how this goes, because I'm not great with him, and I could see how he could be very powerful, like really scary powerful, because
I like my tragedy narrowly averted.
you can, the shield happens as many times as you can get it out there, right? I mean, just the wave clear is so big. Oh my god.
So much easier.
So the extra damage too, from this, let me, so that spread it. Yeah, but the big waves you can do it. So when you spread the rune so that everything has the spell flux, and then you hit overload, you're doing double damage with overload. That's why it's doing 1300 damage to everything. And I just realized I still don't have all my items. So let's go and figure out what I would want to get. I'll sell this Doran's ring. Probably defensive items, so probably his standard Frozen Heart. So there I'm at 4,800 mana with 632 AP. That's 31.58% extra damage. Now, I'm not sure how this is calculated. Currently, so it's extra mana. So that's extra 31% extra mana. And I guess maybe it's per spell. Yeah, it looks like it's the mana damage is based off of the spell. It's still pretty powerful. All right, let's see. At what point can I teleport to her? There we go. Alting in. Oops. I cast the wrong spell there. It's still. He's going to be very, 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 very OP for people that know how to use him. Oh, and the server's lagging again. Server's been really acting up. I'll call it here. I'll do a video on his different emotes and stuff, because here he is. Nope, it's still, yeah. Riot servers are sucking really bad lately. Anyway, so that is the second reworked Ryze on the PBE. No idea what's going on there. We'll see.
this
There
way.
we go.
I have someplace to be.
Servers. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe. I'll be putting up more videos of the PBE's changes here in the future. Thank you very much.